Hello and welcome to our live watch along show on Football Talk podcast. My name is Ozzie and I'm your host for today. Apologies for the slight delay, but we are here. The game has taken place. We're in just under 7 minutes into play, still nil-nil to Liverpool and Wolves. So what we'll do now, we'll quickly have a look at the lineups. As I've literally just sat down, so I don't even know who's actually starting today. So in terms of Liverpool, the home team, of course, you've got Allison, Herkes, Van Dijk, Konate, and Frimpong in the back four. You've got Jones, Gravenberch, and then you've got Chiesa on the right hand side. What a welcome side that is. McAllister, Verst, and Hugo Ekitike. So, not to brag, but that's exactly the lineup that I presented in the match review yesterday. So, Arne Slot has definitely been paying attention. Now, on to Wolves, we've got Jose Sa and you've got Gretzky in defense instead of midfield, Bueno and Mosquera, and you've got the other Bueno on the left, Doherty on the right, Gomez and Andre in your double pivot, and they've got a player called Mane, which I was not aware of. Got Huang, and no start for Tran Larson. It is uh Orokadore, so he is leading the line for Wolves. Now, in terms of the bench, let's see what options Liverpool have. We've got Conor Bradley, so he returns to the bench, as well as Cody Gakpo, Mamadashvili, Robertson, Woodman, Trenioni, Calvin Ramsey, Ruan Gamoa, and Welity Lucky makes the bench as well. So, strong Liverpool team, exactly the team that I was expecting us to start with. So, hopefully, they live up to the bill and can be victorious today. I predicted a 3-0 win. So, let's see if that is what we uh, envision today, or should we say encounter today? Hold on. Wolves on the counter. Oh my gosh. Andre Gomez is through on goal. 4 against 1. That was a bit of a worrying moment there because he looked like he was through on goal, but maybe he felt the pressure of four Liverpool players behind him and had to stall there. Lovely pass there from Chiesa. Verts to McAllister. McAllister, who are you dummying to? There's no one there. What are you doing? Honestly. Let's go through some of the comments here. Uh, Ozan, big Ozan said Diogo's widow and children are at the game. Unfortunately, missed the early part. Yeah, but yes, that was what was reported. So yeah, hopefully, 'cause I heard that the kids were going to be the mascot. So I'm not sure if that occurred, but yeah, it's going to be an emotional day, nonetheless. I still can't believe he's gone. Yeah, it's one of those ones where you just it's a difficult one because I know a lot of fans feel like we can't use that as an excuse, especially when we talk about Liverpool players, but it has a huge impact. When you're reminded of the player and the person, more importantly as well, it's always going to hurt to some extent, or a lot of it feels a bit surreal that he's not around. Just because when we're watching football, we're always accustomed to seeing these great players, and when they retire, we still get to see them in some shape or form. But for someone to pass away, so young, uh, it's such a shame. It's one you can't really put into words, unfortunately. So yeah. Big up Abdul, he says Simon Hooper ref for the game. English FA and Premier League can't bring in any better refs. No, they can't. Oh, what a ball to Ekitike. Oh, he's hit the post. So unlucky there. Bit of an awkward type of shot. No real backlift, but then at the same time, no pace, a bit of a looping shot. Verts, look at that. That's why you pay the big bucks for those type of through balls. So unlucky there. It might not have been the cleanest of contacts on the ball, but just oh, that's so close. As I said, Joe Kirk as a star is really lively. Could he permanently usurp Robo as a starting level? Yeah, I think currently he can. But with Perkins, I don't know if he is the long-term successor. I think McAllister with the corner kick, ground back, he shoots, blocked there by Gretzky. ping ponged as well. Chases out wide on the right hand side. Callister to Chiesa. Casa, come on, whipping that cross. Decent try there. So I think Kirkes has the ability to be the starting left back for years to come. I just don't know if he's the long term left back. If that makes sense. But he's young. He still has a lot of room to improve. So yeah, I think so. Adams is bench, two goalkeeper, no striker, no CDM. We look weak on the bench. Yeah, but there's not much we can do, is there? That's the players available. You have to put them on. Unfortunately, it's just how it is. Uh, to pass on that 28 is just so harsh as it is. It really is. 28 is no real age, is it? It's still young in terms of in life, but even football terms, or like in any form, it's very, very young. 28 is not really. No, I'm older than 28, so for me, yeah, that's yeah, it's one where you feel like you've got to appreciate what you have going on, um, as well in life. Other than Ekitike, man, got to finish that. Yeah, I thought he did well in the end. To be fair, it was a bit of an awkward looking shot, but did enough to hit it on target. Just couldn't find the curl. When you apply those type of shot, you need to add a bit of spin to it. That way, I think it would have hit the inside of the post and gone in. But no, decent effort. To be fair, uh, we got Ozzie. Is a lucky central defender. Yes, he is the central defender that is on the bench right now. I, I was gonna say, ain't no way we are actually checking that case out well. I didn't realize they were checking. I thought the player was just getting treatment. No, that can't be it. As saying Arsenal 1-0. Are they playing at the same time as us? Uh, Yeah, they are. 1-0 up. Who scored a goal for them? Or Martin Odegaard it is. Looks like Strand Larson may be required to come onto the pitch. Yeah, Brian letting us down there. Who else is playing today? Let me have a look at the scoreline. Man City won 2-1 earlier today. Currently 0-0 between West Ham and Fulham. 1-0 to Brentford. Shard is the Sade. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Is the goal scorer. And then you got Chelsea Villa tomorrow. That's going to be a big game, to be fair. Villa have been in crazy form. Was it 10 wins on the bounce? Sunderland and Leeds, and then Crystal Palace and Tottenham tomorrow. So Wolves on the ball. Oh, that was Mane with the shot. Passing from the left hand side. drills it towards the bottom corner, but Allison was there to stop the ball from rolling into the back of the net. Reverse. Got comment here from Ozzie. Says Ozzie, hypothetically, if Diogo was still alive, would we be in this slump early season? Would he have contributed to late goals, leading to more wins? Possibly. Diogo had a knack for scoring goals coming off the bench. Um, I think one of the reasons why we haven't been so lethal up top is because we've got new attackers. You know, we've got Ekitike and Isak, two new strikers. If Diogo Jota was around, then it would have been where his experience would have helped. You know, we probably would have only have signed one of the two from Ekitike and Isak, but what Diogo Jota would have brought was been great cover, great experience, and the know-how to how to play in this Liverpool team. So I would say so, yes. I believe he would have been very effective for us. Lovely flick there from Ekitike. He's a joy to watch. He really is. We don't normally have strikers that can do that type of skills where he can lay it off with neat flicks and tricks. Last play was probably Firmino in my book. Oh, lovely pass from Verts. Ping pong. Not sure about that touch though, but he still got the ball. Uses his pace. Ekitike tries to flick the ball behind him into goal, blocked by the Wolves defender there. Verts to Chiesa. Chiesa to Frimpong. Too much for Frimpong to do there. Sakwapo says, "Can I watch?" Unfortunately, I'm not able to stream the game, as YouTube will pretty much stop this video from being streamed right now due to copyright infringement. So unfortunately, I can't show you the game. I can only help by commentating or giving you my thoughts in terms of what I'm seeing on the pitch right now. If you're not able to watch the game, but unfortunately, no, I'm not able to stream the game for you guys right now or ever. To be fair, because YouTube don't allow you to present or showcase content like that. Crowd singing Josh's name as always, as we always do in the 20th minute. Chiesa, nice cross from Chiesa. Oh, boy's gonna get onto that one. Jones trying to find ground back there, but unable to do so. 21 minutes played, still 0-0. Jones. You can see Verts, McAllister, Verts and Chiesa in particular are more inside now. And you've got Kirkers and Frimpong providing a width on the flanks. Kirkers with the first time cross. And I was finding TK. Kirkers, not the best of crosses there. Man on Kanate. Or from Kanate, honestly. Ping pong, tracking back. As well to pass it back to Anderson. He's on the ball again. Round back. It's the free ball to McAllister. Chiesa on the final third. Just ran into the player there. Good touch from Konate. Did it better from Liverpool. Lovely 1-2. Ping pong, decent cross. Look at the quality that Chiesa has. Honestly, I don't know why it's not just never started him before. Verts. Chukerkes. Blocked there by Mane. Corner kick to Liverpool. On the left-hand side, let's see what Liverpool can do. Van Dijk and Konate are heading towards the penalty box. McAllister will be taking the corner kick. Asta corner kick. I think he was trying to find Gravenberg there. Looks like he fooled everyone, not just the Wolves defense. Liverpool have another corner kick. Just waiting for the ref to give McAllister permission to take it. Corner kick taken. TK gets a touch, but unable to guide it towards goal. Verts hooks it into the danger box, but cleared away by Wolves. Chiesa, good space there, no one finds him. Poor pass there from Gravenberch, with Jose grabbing the ball with ease. Jose away with clearance there. Konate on the ball. Unlikely Jones. Verts on the left hand side, cuts in. Jones has the ball. A lot of players in the final third. Just need to pick the right pass. Good chest control there from Frimpong. Pass from Van Dijk. From inverts. Finds Groundback to Frimpong. Frimpong the low cross. McAllister shoots. Oh, he's hit the post. So unlucky there from McAllister. Chiesa was obstructing the keeper, so if he'd gone, I don't think it would have counted. Good save actually from Jose Sa. Hits onto the post. Oh, Ikitike the shot there. No, drags it wide. Does the Wolf player get touch? Yes, he does, I think. Corner kick. Let's see, on my days, Verts. The shot was from McAllister, not Verts. But it was a decent effort. Good save in the end as well from Jose Sa. McAllister with the corner kick. Oh, Van Dijk, Chiesa. Bit of a mix up there. Going back to Frimpong. Van Dijk. Have a look at Frimpong. He's in extra space there. Come on, guys. Oh, Chiesa tries to flick it over the defender to find Ekitike. Just slightly too much on that final touch. Good idea from the Italian. Van Dijk. Ozzie in the comments. Ozzie, Force Onslaught apparently staying over at Gakpo's house over Christmas Day and exchanging gifts with his family. Nah, you must be trolling. Is that actually true? Can see why he's a teacher's pet, innit? Oh, great touch from Chiesa. Oh, unable to find the attacker in the middle of the box though. Well, clearly he didn't get a nice present, otherwise he would have started. So make of that what you will. Bro has been employed by your boy. Nah, he loves to paint a picture I doubt it, to be fair. Mane. Oh, wow, shot there from Mane. Think he went for the wrong option though. Should have gone for the Akadare, the striker. He was in a good position where should have actually gone through on goal, in my opinion. Konate. To think from not really trouble the keeper. We've only had a couple of shots that I can recollect. The Ikitiki one I hit the post, and so we need to do much more. It's all good trying to keep possession of the ball, but we've got to be effective with it as well at the same time. Jones, why is this defender celebrating um his clearance? It's funny. You got a goal kicker. I wouldn't, celebrate that much. He probably scored a goal. The way he was cheering there. Going back. Jones goes test the control. Talister to Verts. Verts driving the ball. Look at this piece of skill there from my client. Kirkes tries to find Jones, but Chiesa nicks it away from him. Despite a good clearance there from Kirkes. Mane's through on goal. Chiesa takes him out wide. Chiesa does really well to drop back and help out his defense. Go on, Verts. That's my client right there. Look at that. Oh, unlucky with the pass there. I was gonna say, bro, your client is straight cooking, Ozzy. Yeah, told you guys. Have patience with my client. Have faith in him as well. He will produce the goods, and you'll see why we spent so much money on the young wonder kid. Because he's a generational talent. I really believe that. That's why he's my client as well. Oh, good block there from Gravenberch. Why did look like man said we're gonna watching that footwork? Nah, nah, never that. Never that. But he's a joy to watch, though. I feel like we've got players in our squad that have, such great talent. Just don't feel like Slot is utilizing very well. Frimpong's in plenty of space on the right hand side. I said, oh, la la la. It was a nice piece of skill. I'll say that. Frimpong. We've got to start taking long shots because we're trying to score the perfect goal with all of these passes. Chiesa. Oh, good footwork there from Chiesa. Aye, Kirkes. What was that? Should have gone for a cross there. There was a few players in the 6 yard box. A nice dink pass to one of the players. Let's have a look how many players there were. Yeah, it's about 3, 4 players there. Could easily have passed it to McAllister or Ekitike in a central position there. McAllister does well to intercept. Jones asking too much of Ekitike there, but I still like the approach where he's trying to play progressive passes. Got 107 passes in the final third in comparison to 8 by Wolves. We're just not effective on the ball right now. We've got to make it count. It's all good having all of these passes, but if we've got nothing to show for it, it's useless again, isn't it? So we've got to do more. Other than saying Kirk sent that ball all the way back to AZ Alkmaar. I think he's still traveling to Budapest right now. But does well to keep hold of the ball. To ping pong, and Verts. Ping pong does really well to try and hook it inside the box. Blocked by Bueno. Corner kick this time from the right hand side for McAllister. Kezo, the header. Ping pong. Keza. Lovely pass from Keza. Ekitike. Van Dijk, poor first touch there. Verts laying off for the defender to smash a volley, but fortunately slow to react there. Keza on the byline to Verts. Poor ball there from Keza. But look at that. Verts tracking back, helping out. Ping pong. Verts. Van Dijk to Kerkez. Keza. Good turn of pace there from Ping pong. Oh, good cross from Ping pong. That's my right back right there. What a cross there from Ping pong. Use his pace there beautifully. Great turn of pace. Goes down the line, hits the cutback pass, and Gravenberg with the shot from the edge of the box into the corner. And a nice baby shark celebration as well. Contribute to Diogo Jota. May he rest in peace. Look at ping pong. Look at that skill. Look at that. Great finish there. I think I'll give it to Wolves. They've been resolute, they have, but not for too long now. We've just broken a deadlock. But we have to be more clinical. Hugo needs to step up like he has all season. Look, it just needed us to be more direct. That's all it is. We're just playing too many sideway passes, no real directness. Frimpong took it on his own accord to drive with the ball, go inside the danger area, cut back a pass. Doesn't need to whip in Hollywood passes to get a player through on goal. Go on, Ekatike. Ekatike to pass. Pass! Oh, come on! He done it! His first goal for the Reds. Come on. That's my client right there. Big up to Ozan with the super chat. He says Ozzy's client finally delivers, man. He finally does. He finally does. And that was all Ekitike. Look at this run from Ekitike. That turn, I love that turn. What a turn from Ekitike. Thank God Kirkus didn't take that. And that through ball, inch perfect. Great touch. Don't need to smash them kind of shots there. You can toe punt them all day long. They go into the back of the net. Great goal. Great finish. It was only a matter of time. We were knocking on the door, but then we had enough and we just knocked the door down in the end. I've got 2 goals literally in 2 minutes. And now we've taken the lead 2-0 up. As I say, I'm so happy for you and your client, Ozzy. Thank you very much, Ozzy. I appreciate your words there. I'm very happy, as you can tell. I'm ecstatic for my boy there, my client. It's been a long road, but he's showing his true worth now. Jones to Groundberg. Let's make it 3-0. Why not? Let's make it 3-0 before half time. Verts to Kirkes. Verts. Oh, trying to find Alice. I think that was there. Jose Sa. Oh, corner kick here for Wolves. Always very nervy when it comes to set pieces and the timing as well. Let's try not to concede here. Good oh, Crimpo in the clearance. Chiesa. Oh, unable to grab onto the ball there. 3 minutes of stoppage time. Frimpong looks like he's playing up front right now. There's a furthest play up top. Chiesa. Go on, Chiesa. Driving the ball to Ekatike. Back to Chiesa. Go Chiesa, shoot! Oh, yeah. Bit of a tight angle there, but I think he had the right to try and shoot on goal. Ping pong on the left hand side right now. Oh, cool touch, slightly overplays it there. Turquez, TK. Jones to Kanate. Van Dijk. Gonna go through some of the comments there. Mental health guy. Big up Madison. Hope you're well. It's been a long time. He said, is Wolves beating Derby County's lowest ever points tally? I think they might be because they haven't even notched up a win all season. We're literally approaching almost the halfway stage of the season. Next week will be match week 19. So, yeah, that is technically halfway through. And as it stands, doesn't look like they're going to get a win. So, yeah, I think you might be onto something. They might possibly have the lowest tally ever. And was that saying fourth in the table, Ozzie? That's what we do. It's what we do. We're back in the mix again. uh, well, now it's halftime. Liverpool 2, Wolves no great goals there from Gravenberch. More so in terms of the lead up play with Frimpong producing a fantastic uh, moment of brilliance where he went more direct than anyone else, went down the line, hit a cutback pass, and then Gravenberch did the rest. And then my client, Florian Wirtz, produces the moment that we've all been waiting for, scores his first goal for Liverpool. So a great moment there. No one's going to take that away from him. So very, very proud of the German wonder kid. Others with the comments said, would love for Wolves to hold United to a draw next week. Yeah, that would be fantastic, wouldn't it? I hope so. They're due a win somewhere. Hopefully, it can be against United, but we'll see what happens. But until then, we will have a short break, and once I return, we'll watch the second half. Hopefully, there's more goals. As the first half was a decent watch in comparison to the last few weeks. The goals definitely has made it a bit more of an exciting affair. So hopefully, we can build on it and add a few more goals to the tally. So I'll be back very shortly, and we'll continue with the watch long. So I'll see you guys very, very soon. Apologies, guys. I seem to have lost track of time. Too busy celebrating my client's goal. We're back for the second half. As that looks like no change made. But we have Perkins, great cross. I thought he was going to find Chiesa in that moment there. I got a couple comments here from Dulu Stevie. So Stevie says, "That guy finally scores." Just kidding, Oz. Congratulations to your client. Appreciate it, Steve. Yeah, my client scored. Very, very pleased. Very, very happy. It's finally happened. So yeah. First of many, I would say. First of many. Oh, Kashki almost scoring an own goal there for Wolves. Yeah, I just realized Funky Chan is playing. He's barely touched the ball today. Rob Edwards, the Wolves manager. I'll be honest with you guys, I forgot he was even appointed the manager. One of the greatest appointments. He's got a touch of Brendan Rodgers about him where I feel like he thinks he's better than what he actually is. And he tries to play this attacking brand of football, but doesn't really have the tactical ability or tactical knowledge to play that type of game because his teams have always been very open and not um defensively sound. Even though I have to say, as I mentioned earlier on today as well, Wolves before the two goals have had occurred looked defensively decent. I just think it was more down to Liverpool. Liverpool just weren't being direct. I think Frimpong just gave us that spark to realize, we can really go at this team, go direct at this team. That's exactly what he did. That's big up Dad as always. He says, Ozzy, would you make any changes yet? Or wait, no, I would not make any changes right now. I would allow the team to continue to play, build their confidence. We're 2-0 up. And I say 2-0 up. We've always had issues when we're 2-0 up, isn't it? Especially in recent weeks. So let's, manage the game now. Let's not do too many crazy changes. So I would say leave it as it is. And we don't need to make changes right now. I feel like everyone's playing to a good level right now. Let's have a look at the bench. We'll have a little look at who is available today. Good work there from Ekatika. Look at that, helping out his defense. So let's have a look. So we've got Bradley, Gakpo, Mamadashvili, Robertson, Woodman, Trainioni, Ramsey, and Lucky. No. Look at our last four players. They're all young players from our reserves or youth setup. So there's no urgency to play any of them unless we need to. Great strength there from Ping Pong. Great turn of speed as well. Come on, ref. That's a foul. That was a definite foul there. Oh, but that's the foul now, isn't it? Come on, ref. So the most likely players you would bring on is probably Robertson, Cody Gakpo, or Bradley, but I don't think we need to bring any of those players, if I'm being honest. Bradley and Gakpo have just returned from injury, so there's no real rush to bring them on. Um, Robertson, yes, we can do, but I think Kirk has had a really good game today, so no, I don't think it's needed. Not at this stage, no. I'll let this team play as long as possible, unless someone is starting to wear out or they're looking a bit fatigued. That's the time to make some changes. But I don't think we need to change the personnel because right now we were playing in a bit more of a confident manner. So no, I wouldn't make any changes as of yet. Oh, for God's sake. Well done, said it. Crap defending yet again. This is a problem with Liverpool. And I said this to you guys earlier on in terms of being 2-0 up. We just don't know how to manage 2-0s, do we? They're all in a group together right now in disbelief. Like, what the hell just happened? But it looks like Konate is hurt. Let's have a look. I'll be honest with you, I don't. Let's have a look. No, that won't be given. I'm not saying he's not fouled, but I don't think that'll be given. No, I don't think that will be given as anything, to be fair. I think the goal will stand and play will continue. That was such a routine corner kick. Well, nothing special. Lifted the ball into the 6-yard box. And then he scored from close range. And now we're vulnerable. Good interception there from Groundback. Perfect tackle there. No complaints from Wolves. That was a perfect tackle there. Man on, Groundback. Jones to McAllister. Van Dijk. McAllister hooks it over the top. Well done to Chiesa for winning that throw in. Who's got the yellow card? Was that Bueno who got the yellow card? Looks like it could be. Mhm. Man on. Canate. Oh, Andre left one on him there. Yeah, stamped on his foot there. That's a sore one. Andre will be suspended for the next game after receiving his fifth yellow. Good touch from Kerkez to Verts. Gakpo take notes. That's how you play with your fullback on the left hand side. Liverpool need to get back to basics, get hold of the ball, keep possession of the ball. Because right now, momentum has shifted. Wolves look like they've got confidence now. They're playing with a bit more of a swagger about them now. Looking like they're attacking through the wings now. Mane, oh, thank God for that clearance from Verts, because Mane looked like he was about to have a shot there. Jones, Allison, full pass there. From Allison, no real pressure, but unable to hit it. An accurate ball to the fullback, throw into Wolves, and that's going to pile more pressure on us to defend this throw in. Got a couple comments here from Abdul. This is hi, I was in chat. How are you? Smash the like and subscribe. You know, welcome. Big up, Abdul. I'm doing well. Hope you are doing okay today as well. And he's just confirmed the scoreline. Ekitike chasing the ball. Oh, I was gonna say lovely pass, but slightly short there for Jones. Maybe he should have released the ball earlier. Had plenty of time to find players on his right side, but ended up going for the other wing. Verts to Ekitike. Oh, Ekitike's fouled. Come on, ref. That's a foul. Pong does really well to get hold of the ball. To Jones. Jones to Granberg. Callister, poor first touch there. Herkes to Granberg. Ozzie says, Ozzie, this is a clear indication to FSG to sign centre back in January. Couldn't agree more. We're gonna keep conceding shit goals throughout the season, throughout the rest of the season. Yeah, I agree. And it's just these basic, simple set pieces that we're conceding goals. It's very disappointing because I thought today, being 2 up at halftime, thought, maybe we can change the page and play with a bit more confidence, a bit more arrogance. But no, we've just gone back to our old ways, conceding poor goal from an easy corner kick. So yeah, very disappointed to concede that goal. Corner kick for Liverpool. Oh, Verse with the shot. Must have got a deflection there. Not sure who got the last touch there, to be fair. Oh no, it hits his standing foot. That's why the. Is he having a laugh? He's taking K's off. I shouldn't be surprised, but why? Kane wasn't that bad today. And it literally was literally on the 60th minute. This manager. This is what I find him very frustrating. But it looks like Conor Bradley will go to right back and Frimpong will play further up on the right wing. Wolves are making wholesale change as well. They're bringing on Wolf, Larson, and Chachua. Jones, good touch. Too much pace on that ball there for McAllister. Excuse me. Good tackle there from Frimpong. Van Larson. No, the ball was in play there. No corner kick, despite the shouts from the Wolf players. Let's have a look. Was it a corner kick? No, it was close, but I don't think it was. Bradley, good to see him back in the first team. Jones. Oh, Jones can shoot. Oh, good try. Good chance from Canate. Casa. Good touch. Oh, lovely pass from Jones. Ground back to Verts. She was shot there, ground back. Jones. Ping pong. Verts. It's Kirkes. Going back on the left side. Oh, lovely piece of skill there. So going back. Come on, ref. He was dragging him back. All right, that's a free kick now. Good comment here from Abdul. Says, why do Liverpool go back into their shell 2-0, 2-1 up? One goal by Wolves. It'd be a draw or two goals they win, kill the game off. I agree. Whenever we're 2-0 up, we seem to take the foot off the gas, or for whatever reason, we get a bit complacent. I don't feel like that is the safety blanket when it comes to a scoreline. The safety blanket would be 3-0, in my opinion. So now I feel like that's an instruction from the coach. Oh, piss off. That's a second yellow, no? He's been booked before, hasn't he? Blatantly kicked there. Was not trying to kick the ball at all. What a dirty player Andre is. What's going on? So watch this. They pulled him down. Not saying that's the foul, but that is still a foul. But the ball is nowhere near him. Ekatike pushing Mascara. That could easily have been a second yellow, honestly. You'll have a free kick on the left hand side, taken by McAllister. Punched away by Jose Sa. Bradley. Ekatike's on the floor. So look what happened with Ekatike. He just hit him on the throat. Nothing major. He should be fine. That's a look like it was a painful one to be fair, but I'm not sure what Ekatike was trying to do there, making a bit of a meal out of it, if I'm being honest. Um, Pass on the ball. He shoots. Oh, not a bad effort there from Mac 10. Tell you what, Bakas has been much better today. He's been more heavily involved. Much better performance from the time midfielder. So Abdul's comment says Ozzy and Ozzy are knowledgeable, intelligent, educated, know everything about Liverpool Football Club, past and present. You guys know your stuff about Liverpool football and Liverpool. Please explain. I think we've just been supporting the club for a long time. Yeah, you just kind of just get to grips with the team, and that's where our knowledge is based on. Just watching a lot of football. That's how I would explain it. To be fair, um, but yeah, just like everyone else, we're all fans of of the team. Someone who could do a job, please. Man bags moment now in this game. Ref control the game. Foul there from Mane on Gravenberch. Jones reverts. Bradley. Oh, oh. First Mikasa got a little toe put on the ball there. Although the comment says, to be fair, I probably haven't been following longer than Ozzy. He's the OG. I've been supporting Liverpool since the mid 90s. So 95, 96. But in terms of, the memory that I have, it's more probably the Joe Houllier sort of era, I would say, is where my football memory will come from. Of course, I remember certain players I think Roy Evans was the manager at the time, so I would remember some of the players that we had at the time, but it would be a bit of a vivid memory. But yeah, I've been supporting the club um since the mid 90s. So yeah, really showing my age there. Uh honestly, I only started following at the end of the Julia era when we won the treble of cups, UEFA Cup, FA, and Carling Cup back then. So that would have been 2001. So you've been spoiling for 24 years. That's still a good amount of time. I've been spoiling a bit longer, but yeah, that was my sort of like prime memories as well. That season in particular, winning 5 trophies. Yes, I'm going to include the charity shield in that regards. Um, so yeah, that was a nice moment, a great season for us. Played some great games, especially in the UEFA Cup build up against the likes of Barcelona. Really, really good fixtures there. We had some good talent on the show as well. I was a glory hunter back then, I admit. Why not? Why not? Has to be done. Uh, Abdul said you must have seen Eric Cantona go FA Cup final 1996. Spice Moments Wow. White suit, LOL. Yes. So, fun fact, that is actually the first. Hold on, Ekatike. Sorry. That is actually the first memory I have as a football fan, as a Liverpool fan, more so importantly. It was that final. Of course, we lost that final to Eric Cantona goal, as you mentioned. But yeah, that was probably the first match that I remember as a Liverpool fan. Um, and I remember, so we wore the green and white shirt in that final. Oh, that was a away kit that we had, and then the next season, so the summer onwards, we had the accrue shirt, which was the first Liverpool shirt that I owned. So yeah, so 96 was the first year where I probably supported Liverpool. I was I announced myself as a Liverpool fan. So 1996 was the year. Um, and that crew away shirt was the first kit that I owned as well. So yeah, good memories there. Managed to include. Yeah, listen, at that time we got included. That's why we went on to say we won 5 trophies. You know, FA Cup, the UEFA Cup, Carling Cup, I think it was at the time, and got included the Charity Shield as well. Oof, Wolves almost got the equaliser there. Abdul says I didn't get Carlsberg shirt because it's haram. I hear you. So obviously, don't quote me on this. I feel like you can still wear the shirt, because I was quite young at the time when I bought it. So I remember wearing the shirt to mosque. So I would go to like Quran classes. My teacher was a Liverpool fan, so he's like, "Look, I love your shirt, but you can't wear this to the mosque because of the Carlsberg." So obviously, I didn't even know what Carlsberg was. I just wanted to buy a Liverpool shirt, so didn't really have knowledge that that was an alcohol brand. That's when my teacher told me. That's when I knew. So yeah, I hear you, but I was just a young kid, so for me, I didn't really have too much of an understanding in terms of what the brands were and all that sort of stuff. I was gonna say, Ozzy, would you bring the golden goal back? Remember how we won the UEFA Cup at Dortmund? It was I don't know, it was an interesting concept. I think I enjoyed that the most during the World Cup. Um, I'd probably say no, just because I feel like when you're playing extra time, it can't be, last goal wins. It can't be that kind of concept. That's what you do in the playground, isn't it? When like for example, when you're in school, you've got like 2 minutes left before break time finishes, and you're like last goal wins, and it ends up being the winner. But I feel like you've got to give the other team a chance to get back into the game. So no, I wouldn't like it, to be fair. I think it was cool when it happened. I think I enjoyed it in one of the World Cups, but uh, no, I always probably say no to that. To be fair, however, how I went playing against Dortmund, I have to say I used to wear shin pads to Quran classes. Bloody hell, what were you getting kicked around or something? That's crazy. Uh, it was those Deportivo La Coruña. I remember them. They had some good players. Diego Tristan was a striker they had. And they had a number 10 as well. His name's not coming to my mind, but Diego Tristan was a great striker for Deportivo. They had some good players, to be fair. I have to say, I love football in the 90s, and the noughties kids used to play on the street. Kids just play PlayStation nowadays. That is true, though. I don't know. I feel like it's just different times. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, growing up, I could be like, let's say, I'm like 8, 9 years old. I would be able to walk around in my area on my own. But my son is similar of age. I would not let him leave the house at all, just because it's just different times nowadays. So it doesn't feel like it's safe how it probably was when I was growing up, or maybe it was bad, but I just was, not, uh, you know, it wasn't obvious to me at the time. But I just feel like times have changed, unfortunately. Um, Alisson gets the ball. Oh, I say, hang on, I'm wrong. We beat Deportivo Alvarez. Oh, are you talking about the cup final? That's called Deportivo. They were just called Alaves, I think. Well, that's how I remember them anyway. and they had Johan Cruyff's son. He was a player for them. Um, but yeah, we won that game on golden goal, didn't we? So yeah, what was the score? Was it 5-4 in the end? That's what I remember. Yeah, that was a goal full of goals, honestly. Yeah, that's when I realized supporting Liverpool was going to be stressful. We never make things easy, don't we? So, um, but yeah, that was a great moment there. And I remember the FA Cup final against Arsenal where you had Michael Owen scoring 2 goals when we were trailing 1-0 down. So yeah, great moments there. I just said there were some right ballers back in the 90s and 2000s. Yeah, 100%. I don't know if it's the era that I grew up in, but I definitely agree with that. I think we had the best players um, in the 90s and in the early 90s as well. Probably more 90s, if I'm being honest with you. We had some great talent. And not just strikers, I'm talking about defenders, midfielders, everything. We had some great world-class talent. Blue Steve says, better put this game to bed. Can't be joined to 20th place Wolverhampton. I hear you, Steve. I'm quite disappointed that's even 2-1 right now. Oh my god. But they're really trying to make it happen, aren't they? They just had a shot there. Just it's not clinical, and that's the reason why they haven't won a game this season because they're really lacking firepower this season. But they're creating chances, and it only takes one moment. So hopefully that moment does not occur because we cannot be drawing to the 20 team, like you said, Steve. That is not acceptable. Abdul Rahim says, "Remember secret tournament like Nike football, cage football?" Yes, I do. I do. I still remember those adverts. You'd get of the cage football with the likes of Edgar Davids and R9 and Roberto Carlos. Like real quality content there. So yeah, good days, good old days. Honestly, I really hate the way Michael turned out. I really admired him, but he went to United, the only Ballon d'Or winner to wear a red shirt. I hear you. And do you know what the funny thing about Michael is? He was actually my favorite player growing up. I'm sure everyone has their favorite player. The first favorite player you had, for me, it was Michael Owen. Because he broke into the team around 95, 96. So 96, I think it was. So yeah, that was my 96, 97, I think it was. Yeah, so that was my favorite player growing up. And look, when he was 18 years old, he was an unbelievable talent. He was probably one of the best strikers at that age. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. He was out of this world, and he was a problem. In his teenage years, he was a problem for anyone in the world. So yeah, so for me, he was my favorite player, and some people would not want to accept that or present that out loud, but I keep it honest with you guys, and yeah, he was my favorite player growing up, and he was an unbelievable talent. I loved watching my clone play. Of course, the way his career panned out, not nice. Him moving over to um United, but you know that was his decision. He's gonna have to live with it, isn't it? So it is what it is, I guess. I was said mine as well. I don't dare admit it now, though. I hear you. For me, Stevie G. I think after my Chloe, I think it was probably Steven Gerrard as well for me as well. Don't get me wrong. Some people probably say, "What about Fowler?" I think when I started supporting Liverpool, when I started really following Liverpool, he was in and out of the team. But I'll be honest with you, watching Fowler's goals over the years, I think he's definitely one of our best finishers ever. Like he was what you call a natural. Hey, Conor Bradley saves the day there. Arias almost scoring a tap in there. Oh my god. I thought that was a goal, guys. Look at that. Great cross there from Strand Larson. Oh, Conor Bradley. That is almost as good as scoring a goal. That was a fantastic block there from the defender. We're on the ropes right now. This is not how it should be. Um, and was just throttle up shot on gap. Yeah. Now Ozzie Robbie Fowler was already in the decline when I started playing. Yeah, so that's the same as me. Um, like when I supported Liverpool like '96, like of course I have memories of certain games and matches, but I feel like the Julia era is really where I followed the team and remember a lot of the games. For example, Fowler was in and out of the team, unfortunately, but just watching some of the goals that Fowler used to score, unbelievable finisher, honestly. Getting on quiet, only one goal different. What is going on with Liverpool? Don't know. I really don't know. The atmosphere is a bit, a bit different to, of course, with it being an emotional one due to us remembering Diogo Jota and for the Wolves fans as well. So it's not going to be a fiery atmosphere from the crowd. But Liverpool just, I don't know. I really don't know how to explain what happens to us when we go 2-0 up. We just get complacent. Like, we've won the game. We've not won the game. You've got to keep going until the final minute. I don't know why we have that approach. It's like a punishment that we take the lead sometimes, or we just don't know how to manage the game. That's not what you expect from Premier League champions. Remember who we are. Not happy with how we performed in the second half. First half, I was impressed. Well, impressed is probably a strong thing. I was pleased and more so happy for my client that he scored. But first, we haven't played well at all, in my opinion. That put us well to keep the ball in play. Uh, Honestly, I firmly believe we made a huge mistake not retaining and keeping Anelka longer. He would have helped us win the Prem. I couldn't agree with you more, Zan. Anelka was, for me, a dream signing for Liverpool. I was jealous that he was an Arsenal player when he broke into the team because I had a lot of Arsenal fans growing up. And that was one player. If anyone asked me who would you want to play in the Liverpool shirt, I would always say Anelka because I was like really fond of him. Thought he was a fantastic talent. And then when we got him, like my dream combination was always McLaren and Anelka, which ended up happening to some level. Obviously not for a very long period of time, but and both players were at different stages in their careers as well. But yeah, that was one I feel like we may have regretted. Well, I definitely feel for me as a fan, that's the one I feel like that I really wish the club had made that a permanent deal because I was such a big fan of Anelka. And Stevie G would not be clowned for not winning Prem. Agreed. It's the pro by slot of players. It's definitely by slot. This is a tactical setup right now. The head coach sits on the fence. Maybe the head coach feels like a 2-0 lead is a cushion. It's not. And the last few results will tell you it shouldn't be a cushion result because once the opponent gets a goal, the momentum shifts straight away. And it's a mentality thing. I feel like we need to just have a different approach. If we're winning 2-0 or 3-0, whatever the score is, keep going. There is no cap. It doesn't how many goals you can score in a game. Keep going, score as many goals as you can. Outscore the opponent, not outpass the opponent. That's the thing I feel like Slot focuses on too much. The whole possession game of the way we play. We're looking nervous right now. We're in the 92nd minute, 3 minutes remaining of stoppage time. I feel like a man down. Yeah, why are we bringing on training only for the last few minutes? Florian Wirtz gets a huge round of applause from the crowd, and rightly so, as he's been fantastic today. Wasn't says bro McCassie's not even sprinting to get to the second wall yet. Yeah, he doesn't have that engine anymore. I thought he's had a decent game, but as the game goes on, he just looks more leggy. And the thing is, playing up top, or should I say, as a number 10, you are pressing. Yes, I agree, but you shouldn't be getting that tired at this stage of this game, in my opinion. You're playing on the attacking side, so I don't know. Trainioni, I'm surprised he's gone for Trainioni. What's the point of playing him for the last few minutes? The way we're holding onto this lead, it's just ridiculous. It really is. And this is what I said in the match preview the other day. It's all going to well get these points on the board and all that sort of stuff, but the way we play as a team, it doesn't impress me at all. I feel like we're riding our luck with these results. We're not actually full value in terms of how we're winning these matches. We're not playing the brand of football that we should expect to see at Liverpool. Honestly, if someone was here, not man would be coming down passing lanes, even in 90 finish. Yeah, he would. And look, first half we look good as a team, but as the game's gone on, we do look like we're a bit tired, fatigued. I don't quite know why. Lovely touch there from Jones to Nioni. Gakpo with the shot. Hits it high and wide there. Oh, Perkes. Good clearance. Gakpo keeps the ball in play. What happened there? Oh, the ball went out of play. Good block there from McAllister. McAllister is losing his World Cup winner aura. Yeah, he is. Why buy the attacker and concede goals? This football doesn't make sense. Should be expecting the final whistle very soon. Who's on the ground? It's McAllister. What's the saying? Blow the whistle, ref. Come on now. There you go. And that's the full time whistle. Liverpool 2, Wolves 1. First half, I'll admit I think we performed to a good level. I wouldn't say it was amazing or anything like that, but we played well, scored some good goals, thanks to Van Berg and Florian Wirtz, who of course scores his first goal for Liverpool. But second half, they get back one back, poor piece of defending from a set piece yet again. And after that, we were just kind of like on the ropes where we couldn't really get out of our own half. Wolves were attacking, but didn't really have the cutting edge to trouble us in any shape or form. Had it been a different team that had better strikers up top, it could have been a different picture altogether. So the second half was very, very disappointing, very difficult to watch, and we were holding on to dear life, quite frankly. So yeah, not the way I want to see my team play. Yes, we got the win. That's 4 wins in a row. I get it. A lot of fans will tell me that, but I'm not happy with the performances. So that's my sort of issue right now with the way Liverpool playing. We're just not playing to a good level. Yes, teams concede goals here and there, but the way we're conceding goals, for me, it's not acceptable. Let's go through some of the comments before we close the show. Graham says, big up Graham. He says, we lost the second half. Keela should have stayed on. Yeah, I'm not surprised, that, he started the game, which was a surprise because it's 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 the logical selection, right? But with Slot, he always finds a loophole somewhere. So he gave Chiesa a rare start, but then took him off after an hour, and I don't feel like he should have been taken off because after that we seem to have lost a bit more structure. We didn't seem, you know, confident on that right hand side because he was working really hard for the fullback, which was Frimpong at the time. I'm not saying Bradley didn't do well, he did, but we just lost a bit of a cutting edge up top as well. And Wolves, they were trying to attack us, but they lack quality. If this was a different opponent, then quality would have shown today, where they would maybe have gotten the equalizer. Let's be honest. So it's been a very strange result where we deserved the win, but we played really poorly. So some people will have to digest later on today when we do the match reaction show, but not overly pleased with the level performance today. Uh, Honestly, this squad ain't capable of killing on games off. Especially when we're 2-0 up, I was getting all giddy because obviously my client scored, but I was thinking 2-0 up. Oh shoot, 2-0 up. We don't do well when we're 2-0 up. We always let the opponents get back into the game, and then we concede the goals. So we just need to. I don't know. It's just game management. We just have to manage the game better. If we don't want to go full flow with our attack, then keep hold of the ball. Do not waste possession. Fire the opponent if that's how you want to do it. But don't concede silly goals. That's what we do under Arne Slot's right now. So it's frustrating to watch. It really is. It's not absolutely disgusting. But 3 points, 3 points. Yeah, I agree. 3 points is 3 points, but the performances are not improving, in my opinion. That's my concern. Looking at the bigger picture, 2 minutes were good. The rest was awful. Start out now. Um, Honestly, how do we look poor after every 2-0 lead, Osman? Yeah, it's alarming. Like we don't know how to manage a 2-0 lead, and it makes zero sense as to why that is. If we're 2-0 up, you assume it's easy to manage the game. You just keep hold of the ball and you try and get the third goal. You try and get the fourth goal, but we just seem to look a bit lost. Like, oh, what are we doing? Like, what do we do? Like, this is unknown territory for us. Really bizarre. Really, really bizarre, to be fair. But I really don't care about the results when we meet Villa, City, Arsenal, Chelsea. Do we think we are going to win, Ozzie? No. If I'm being honest, I don't walk in there thinking we're gonna thrash these teams or anything like that, or we're gonna beat them. Because these are teams that are, especially Villa, they're in good form. We beat them last month, and now we were the last team to beat them, and since then they've been on a crazy run. But they're in good Rachel vein of form. City, Arsenal, Chelsea. These are teams of good caliber of players. And if we're conceding all of these chances against Wolves, who are the worst team in the league right now, it has to be regarded as a concern. And of course, I understand it's a results business. It's all about getting the 3 points. I get it. Don't get me wrong. I'm pleased that we got the 3 points today. But at the same time, I still feel like we have to talk about the performance. The performance was not good. How long will this last for? Remember the opening 5 games of the season, we were winning last minute winners. We were all saying, "Oh, this can't continue." You know, Ozan says Ozzie must be breathing. Husa released that there will be an astray. Yeah, I am too fair. Bounce the results are just like the start of the season. The blip will start very soon when we meet some good teams. Exactly. That's the resemblance I'm getting here, where we're riding our luck right now. That's what I feel like. We're not. We haven't turned the page. We haven't switched it up all of a sudden. We've been fortunate with the opponents we've faced. We've been fortunate with how things have panned out. Red cards against Spurs and mistakes against other teams where it leads to opening, like against Brighton, for example. So that's not our work. That's not our creation of work where we've played Sicilian football and we've created the goals and we've outplayed teams or we've outfought teams. We haven't. We haven't, to be fair. We just had good moments that have helped us get the result. And that's not good enough, if I'm being honest with you. That's the kind of form you want to see at the last stages of the season because you're just trying to grind out the results. But mid-season, I don't know. There's only so much you can sort of ride out with these sort of level performances, and things need to improve. If it doesn't, we might digress as a club. But maybe we're being a bit ultra traumatic right now. Slowly destroying the club. We had 2 shots in the second half. Was it good enough? No, not good enough at all. We need to stop this. We need to stop with this. A win is a win. Results don't matter in the bigger picture. Performance over results every day of the week. The performance have to change. Because, like you mentioned, there's only so many games you can win playing like this, and that's my concern. Until Stoke's gone, I'm not gonna celebrate any results. I hear you. It wasn't time to feel how they feel as a fan. Um, I'm personally, I will still celebrate because I support Liverpool. For me, this is my team, and even though I'm not happy with the coach and I'm not happy with the level of performance, I still have to enjoy these moments. I have to still enjoy that we're winning games because it wasn't that long ago where we weren't winning, right? And imagine how that felt for us, Liverpool fans. So now for me, it's all about the team, and yeah, even if I'm not happy with the performance or with the coach, for me, the club will always be number one, and it will always get my full support. Uh, but I still feel I have a right to voice my frustrations about the performances, and I've not been impressed at all in recent weeks. But that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to Ozan. Appreciate your comments. Appreciate your super chat earlier on today. And yeah, appreciate your support as always. And shout out to Abdul. Shout out to Daz. Shout out to Waffle. Shout out to Duluth Steve. Shout out to Mental Health Guy. Uh, shout out to shout out to Graham. Shout out to Bowl. I appreciate your engagement as always, guys. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. In terms of our community show, I will plan on doing a match reaction later this evening at around 11 p.m. UK time. So feel free to tune in. We'll take a moment away from the game, digest what's happened, and reflect in terms of the result, the performance, and the player ratings as well. And if you would like to call in, a link will be available in the chat for you to come on the show and have your say. But that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care, stay safe, and I hope to speak with you all very, very soon. Goodbye.